Hello everyone, my name is Sammy, probably better known as the Architect. First of all, I'm really ecstatic that you took the time to look at my channel. I'm hoping that you're going to find a lot of value, but today I really wanted to cover what you're going to expect from my channel as well as a glimpse from my past. This will give you a nice idea as to why I decided to start this channel and the value I'm trying to provide. The content this channel is going to offer is threefold. The first one is the best practices and an overview of all of the processes that are important in the business world, because we must take the time to take a step back, understand all of them for us to take better decisions. The second is concerning software architecture. There are a plethora of ways that we can approach this, but the way I like to approach software architecture is the ways we're able to integrate multiple systems or multiple modules together. And on top of that, we are going to cover the tips and tricks that allows us to take decisions on what platform to use, what technologies to approach that will really help us move forward as a company or as an individual resource. The people that I'm trying to reach with my content is really like-minded people, the ones that want to delve into the issues, the ones that want to understand why it's happening. And once you understand the reasons why it's happening, what are the multiple solutions and which fits each of the needs? Once we have all of this covered, it's fairly easy to take the correct decisions because there's no perfect decisions. There's a plethora of solutions. If ever there's any issues we aren't able to resolve, it's mainly because we don't know the solution yet. The best way for you to understand why I'm producing this content is to go over what my story is. From an extremely young age, I loved creating content, no matter what it was, whether it was music through my bands and my solo compositions, or my programming career through exploring all of the different ways to resolve an issue. There's always been a way for me to expand, and I loved every little step of the way. One of the main values that really oriented my career towards software is the ability to provide value to others, helping others out. And hence, software was a great way to help a lot of people. It was used everywhere. During my young age, it was really expanding. There was a lot of new things coming up. Hence, I was able to learn while helping others. Even if software engineering was my main focus, I was able to gain a lot of experiences through music. Whether it was through my multiple bands, which I enjoyed every moment, through music composition, live events, and practices. It was really interesting going through all of the different music types. There is a lot to explore. Music is expansive. All of the genres, all of the subtleties, and all of the different elements that each musician can bring into the table, they have a small little touch, a small little something, and that is what I like to capture. One thing was clear. I had a lot of interests, and I really wanted to explore a lot of things. All of this came up to me as a realization when I understood I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, I had to know a lot of different elements for me to succeed. Hence, instead of going into a software engineering job, I went into the consulting world. That way, I would have understood a lot of the different elements and subtleties that may vary depending on the vertical and the industries. Hence, there is a lot for me to offer to you. This is when I decided to join Guru Solutions. They are an excellent consulting company. During my time at Gurus, I went up to become an optimization manager. This was really fulfilling. I was able to expand as a consultant, both functionally and as a programmer, as well as understanding the ropes as a project manager and a team lead. All of this was really interesting, and I had some great colleagues that helped me out throughout the way. One thing is certain, my goal throughout my entire years at Gurus was to become a versatile employee, while focusing on learning a lot on the business processes and small intricacies. One of the elements that made who I am, I always tried to find the time to explore the subjects that mattered to me. To my surprise, even if some of the elements were not related to my day-to-day job, there were a lot that I was able to bring up on the table, especially for my team lead engagement. I was able to focus on my employees' needs to ensure that they were able to get the most out of their careers. No matter what we do, it's always important to keep an eye open, always learning and exploring new elements. From all of this exploration, I was able to understand that software architecture was the next step. A question that is asked often is, what is a software architect? For me, it's fairly straightforward. The software engineering world is really making sure that a system is configured correctly, that everything is functional within that own system. Software architecture is making sure there's multiple systems communicating together. You may or may not be the creator of these systems, so it's preferable to focus on the endpoints and the information that is traveled between all of the systems. Each of the systems could have its own lexic, its own nomenclature, its own domain. Working at SES is a great opportunity since I'm able to work on a specific product and focusing on its interaction to multiple other systems. After listening to my story, I hope you understand the reasons for which I created this YouTube channel. This means a lot to me, and I hope you enjoy my content. If ever you have any questions or remarks, please don't hesitate to add them to the comment section down below. It would mean the world to me if you're able to subscribe to my channel and enable the bell notification. You're able to follow me on all of my social links, and if you really enjoy the content, please visit my Patreon page. Have an amazing day, and see you soon.